All right, as you can see this morning, we have the 135 just seemingly poked into the swamp here. But we're back up at Victor's property. So today we're going to help him try to get a driveway started in here so that he can move his stuff in here that's been stored on my property. So they should be along here any minute. They're bringing the old 125 crawler loader as well to lend a hand. And I believe we're also going to use Victor's old dump truck to haul some sand. So he's got a lot of sand. There's a good pile of it back there on the further part of the property. So let's get this fired up and wait for them to come along with the loader. All right, that's fired up. We'll let it warm up here for a few minutes while we wait for Victor to come along with the loader. And I believe his brother's coming as well. So we'll wait for them and then we'll get started. All right, here they are. They stopped down here because we're gonna actually take the loader in through the other property because we want it from the top down, be able to shove sand and stuff. But the hose way over there somewhere. You can't actually see it from here. But anyways, let's get this unchained and Victor can crawl it in there and we'll see where we're gonna start making this driveway. Cruise that up in there. I guess I'll go get started with the excavator. Well, as you can see, this is pretty swampy here. It does go down quite a bit. So, I'm hoping I can try to get some sort of a road built across here. I've just got these smaller trees right now to keep me afloat, but we'll see how far this swampy part goes back because I don't want to go out there and sink. So worst case, we may have to track way up and around and then come from the top and start building the road as we come. But let's see how it goes. So I've knocked down a few more trees and stuff here, but I still can't find a bottom and it's just soup. And my blade is sunk as well. So I'm still back on the edge of the road and I don't want to crawl off of there because if I sink, it's not going to be a good time. So we've decided the best thing to do would be to go up and around, and we're going to have to come from the top down and potentially spread the sand as we're coming along making the driveway. We're gonna have to clear and make it at the same time when we get the soupy part here. So the swampy part ends maybe 25-30 feet back as far as we can tell, but that's still enough to sink this machine. So, well, let's get to the top and decide what we're doing from there. Well, we made it up and around. We're just coming over to the edge of Victor's property here. He's got the crawler and the dump truck there. They're just moving them forward out of the way. And we'll have to decide where to start coming down with the driveway. All right, we've worked our way up and around. We're past the dump truck. We're starting to get into the wilderness here. So let's knock some of these trees down and see what we can find.
I'll just wait for a bit. Oh, it always runs.
now what we're going to do, since we have some of these bigger trees knocked down, we're going to turn and go sort of that way. Oh, Victor making all sorts of noise with the chainsaw. But anyways, they're cutting the logs into, or the trees into log lengths, and we'll set them aside for now. And where it gets soupy over there, we're going to do what the old loggers used to do and build what they'd call a corduroy road, and then cover them in the sand and stuff. And that's going to help us get a bit of a base so that we can get a driveway in here. It's not the best solution, but it's the cheapest solution, and it's definitely going to get us in here. So our goal is to just get access to here, and then he can fix things up the way he wants to later, or redo whatever he wants to do. But yeah, anyways, he's just cutting up some logs there now. We'll swing them off to the side, pile them over there. I made this little area, pile them over here, and then we'll turn around and keep going that way with the road, knock down some more trees, see if we can get across the swamp. You can see right in front of me, it starts to get swampy. That is all mushy. So that's why we are turning and gonna go through there, where it stays dry quite a bit further. And that is actually the direction of where you saw me start to clear the entrance of the driveway from the road. But we decided it wasn't safe enough to, well, safe enough for the machine to try to come through there. But anyways, yeah, all right. Here's Stuart about to get started with the farm saw, an old Pioneer, probably from the 1970s, he thinks. So let's see him get cutting. And Victor over there is rocking an old McCullough. So it's not just me that likes the old stuff. Anyways, I'm just trying to split up this log pile a little bit so it's easier for them to cut. They'll cut a log off, I'll throw it to the side, and yeah, keep doing that till it's out of the way. All right, it's coming along. We got most of them cut up into log lengths over there, thrown in a big nasty pile. But it doesn't matter, because we're going to bury them later as a base material. You guys are still cutting some more stuff up there, but just about ready to keep on shoving through. Victor's cutting down that one cedar that's sort of leaning toward me. Thinks it'll be easier than me shoving it over, which is fine. All right, it's loose. I can pull it down from there. Oh. Perfect, it just needed a minute. Good work. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna shove that out of the way, and then we'll start carrying on through. We're just about getting to the swampy bit. We're gonna have to start making some space, but we'll go as far as we can. driven back out of it here now, but that is the start to our corduroy road. So I threw some trees down one way, then you cross them the other way, then you throw some sort of more solid base on, which we have an abundance of sand, which will work. So Victor's actually forgot the keys to the dump truck, so he's going to go back and grab the keys for the dump truck, but I'm going to start trucking sand down here with the loader because it's relatively close, and then once we want to start backing down with the dump truck and stuff. So I'll also start carving out this I'll also start carving out this side hill here from where we started. There's a pretty big slant to the left there, so I'll take the loader and I'll carve that down, and I'll start digging some sand out of there to shove down over to our road. And we're getting pretty close, but we are getting to the worst part of it there, because you can see just through the trees there, that was where I'd started clearing, if you can see it from the road. So there's some standing water and stuff in there, which is going to make things more difficult. There was a bit under the road and stuff here, but yeah, so we're going to take it out that far anyways, and then we'll go from there and carry it on. But time to fire up the old loader and go from there. got this bank all cut down. The old loader did well. Victor's got the old dump truck going. If you can hear it, you can just see it through the trees there. We're gonna start loading some sand on it from over where the excavator is. I've started digging into that hill back there. And then hopefully he'll be able to back down the hill and dump it and then get back up the hill. But we're gonna find out together. So let's see how that goes. So the tailgate wasn't quite attached to it. It was just off a different old dump truck that we had. So he took it and was gonna put it on there, but never got time to make the top hinges. So he just dropped it off, which is fine. We'll just load it up and he's not going far anyways. So we'll see how this does. Well, we got it loaded on. I don't think it's gonna have any trouble going down the hill. It's gonna be the coming back up. We'll see how she does. I'll get over in position here and we'll let him back over to us. Most of the tires on this truck actually have air in them too, I think. I think we'll stop him here because then it starts to get a little sharper. So we'll see if he can crawl up there first. If so, we'll get a couple more loads over here, then we'll come and shove them down. The old tarp system come down. We don't quite need that, but yeah. Oh, didn't seem to have a problem there. Impressive. This hill is a little more steep than it shows on camera, and it's sand. Obviously I packed it as best I can just by crawling on it with the loader. But yeah, this might just work out. Let's go get another load on him. Alright, got a second load on him. Over, back down there, dump it, hopefully come back out again. I'll get another little pile here ready for him. Okay, so I tracked all that to pack it down. That's why I was going back and forth and back and forth. Hopefully give it a good solid base so that Victor can back down right down here with the dump truck. So I'll try to get him down here while also trying not to get him stuck. So we'll just see what it looks like. If he starts to sink in a little bit, he shouldn't. But yeah, looks like he's just about loaded there. So let's get him turned around and see how far down we can get him. Well, I'm going to end this video here, so thanks for watching and look out for part 2.